Greetings, dudes. Blah. Fuck, wrong intro. Welcome back to the Silent Hill commentary. I am Scully, and I completely fucked up that intro. I'm so sorry about that. And I finally remember the names of those enemies we encountered last time. They are called the Wormhead and the Night Flutter. Quite non-threatening names for some pretty serious enemies if you let your guard down, so yeah. The last part we saw Cheryl on some TV monitors. Quite creepy stuff, and believe it or not, if you look very closely at the frames of Cheryl, you can actually see Alessa in that. It's a nifty little detail, but I love them all the same for that, you know? Like, that was the level of dedication Team Silent Hill, which is something that I think the series will probably end up getting back with the new, Silent Hills. That being said though, like, I don't want to bitch about, like, Silent Hills, especially considering the fact that it's, you know, a new Silent Hill game that isn't run by the evil Tom Hewlett, but I don't know, man, like, I'm still incredibly skeptical because of the fact that Kojima seems to feel the need to Hollywoodize it, for the lack of a better word. And by that I really just mean, like, bringing on celebrity talent like Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but fuck him, man, I've never seen anything by him, so I have no respect for him. Respect! Walk! What did you say?! Oh, fuck, I'm never doing that again. That was a bad Pantera impression. And I am not Philip H. Anselmo. You can save in there. Holy shit, whoa, dude. Jump scare. One of, I think one of three, actually. Another one is in the nowhere portion of the game. Holy shit, it's a sand creature. You're responsible for this, aren't you, you little shit? Well, we'll show you, you Slipknot fan. It's a maggot, I think. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Maybe a caterpillar. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be no repercussions of this battle. Anyway, you can actually get the hunting rifle in this. Which I never knew on my first playthrough, actually. And even to this day, like, I still usually go through and I think, like, oh, fuck, I missed the rifle. And it's usually at a point where, like, I can never go back. That, of course, being, like, the, amusement park section of the game. And I'm thinking, like, Jesus Christ, man, like, I mean, they never tell you explicitly where the rifle is, but, I mean, and you'd never expect it to be in this place. Well, you kind of would, you know, considering the fact that it's America, and there are guns there, man. Ding! But, I would never expect it in a boss arena, honestly. And, well, I guess you are sort of hinted at that, because you can collect, like, rifle shells, I'm pretty sure, like, well before this point, but I don't know, bit of a dick move, man. Anyway, the boss battle here is essentially just like a bit of a run-and-wait game. Purple blood, by the way. You can actually change the blood settings in the menu. I believe you can get green, purple, black, and the traditional red. Because, you know, that's always fun. I think you can get to the extra options section by pressing R1, or was it L1? I cannot quite remember. But if you do that, you can unlock a lot of nifty shit, especially in your second playthrough, where you can get, like, 2 times ammo multiplier, which can greatly help in your experience, I guess. I don't know, sap some of the fear out of it a bit, but, you know, it's something. Yeah, take that, you bastard. That'll show you for making the floor cave in from under us. Cower in fear from Harry Mason. Great father that he is. And now we got a hunting rifle as our prize. And, yeah, it clears a path for us, that was nice of him. Of course, we haven't seen the last of this thing. I'm sure he'll come back for vengeance one of these days. Excuse me there for a second. No, I don't need to do anything. That was close. Okay, now that everything's in order, let us proceed with plot. Loading, we are still loading. All on my loading, all on my own. Whew, it's a good thing my lovely pipes can end loading screens. Anyway, the only place you'll be able to go to at this point is the post office. Yeah. Post office. That'd be a unique location to set a Silent Hill game in. The post office. Imagine how Silent Hill 4 would have been if it was set in the post office. God damn, that's weird. Anyway, the difference between the Night Flutters and the Air Screamers, which are the downgraded forms, well, the Night Flutters are the upgraded forms, as I mentioned earlier, and They make a different noise, like the sounds they make are a bit more guttural and they pack a lot more of a punch, as you'd expect. Then they also make a different flapping sound, like the Night Flutters just tend to have a much thicker flapping sound, which I guess is because they're packing more muscle. It's all about them pecs. You've probably been getting some steroids from Sonic Boom Knuckles. As for the Wormheads, I haven't really noticed a difference. Mostly because I usually run like hell whenever they're around. Also, you know, I've always wondered this, but like, is it ever been possible for somebody to like fall off the platforms in Silent Hill? Because like, you know, whenever you approach like an obliterated road or an exposed area where anybody would easily fall off, Harry never does. I mean, I know it's in Silent Hill 3 on the harder difficulties, but I was wondering if it was in any other game, because I know for a fact that you can't do it in 1 and 2. You can't do it in 4. I haven't tried Homecoming because I refuse to play that fucking game. Yeah, you can't do it in Downpour or Shattered Memories, so what gives, man? I'm just wondering, actually. Could you do it in the first game? Is there any way to glitch through it? And if so, do you die? Or do you just continue to walk across and glitch out of the area? Who knows? These are things that only fan hacks can solve. Let's take some refuge in the police station. Maybe Leon Kennedy will be there to help us. Well, the police station doesn't look all that different, all things considered. I mean, it is the other world and shit. And we get hunting rifle bullets and more gun food. Yippee. And I think there's a save pad over there. Of course, many people would just use save states because, you know, this is the day and age in which emulators are pretty good, which is the thing I used to record this on, because, mind you, when I first played this, my first legitimate experience playing this was getting it off the PlayStation Store, but, well, that of course is being the European version, but the first version I actually played was on an emulator. Of course, that was back in the days when I was like 12 and I was thinking like, oh wow, no, I don't actually have to buy the console this is on, this is great! But yeah, Silent Hill, my first experience. Well, technically speaking, my first exposure to Silent Hill was like through Silent Hill 3, for traumatizing reasons actually, not because of the game itself, but well, I'll explain to that whenever I get to reviewing or commentating over Silent Hill 3. The future, it holds such wondrous wonders. Once again, checking them out, because a lot of the areas do look a tad samey, but if anything, I think that just adds to the sense of being both trapped and lost at the same time, which was a balance that I haven't found in a lot of games recently. Horror games, that is, like, well then again, I guess it's not really a design, specifically speaking, especially considering the fact that this sort of playstyle isn't really utilized a lot anymore. Oh no, wait, we're not heading off to the post office just yet, we're heading to the hospital, I've just checked ahead. And yeah, I feel like an idiot now. Dull. Oh shit. These aren't Wormheads, I think they're just regular Groaners. No wait, they are Wormheads, because the Groaners have like bandages on them and the Wormheads are a lot fleshier. Or at least design-wise, from what I've scavenged at the concept art. Yeah, the concept art looks really fucking good, like, check it out, man. Masahiro Ito's a fucking genius. Lisa, hello nurse, how are you?
Okay.
She's glad we're okay. Aww.
Thank God you came back. I was scared to be here all alone.
I don't, well, that kind of begs the question as to, I don't know, I've kind of forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, they're happy to see each other. Fanfiction opportunities and all that. Anyway, Harry pumps Lisa for information about the lake and how to get to the sewers. Because every video game needs a fucking sewer level, doesn't
It's
it?
the only way out there.
What is it with video games' obsessions with sewers anyway? Probably Mario's fault. Fucking Mario. Why can't he just die and then, like, have Sonic kick his corpse around like a football? And then we could have, like, fucking, I don't know, who was, like, Sony's mascot? Crash Bandicoot, I'll say, for the lack of a better word. Then we can have, like, Crash Bandicoot, like, fucking beat him up for a little bit, and then have Pac-Man eat him or something. I don't fucking know, man. Mario sucks. Much like Pentex. And I'm just rambling here because I have nothing to say about these dialogue scenes. There are a lot of meme-worthy moments, but they only ever come with, have you seen a little girl around here? You know, very rarely will you ever find a moment like, I was the one to fill your dark soul with light, 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 you know? I mean, this isn't Capcom level of voice acting, which is easy to make fun of. This is Konami, where they're,
I want to be alone.
dare I say, competent, for the most part. Well, their sound editing isn't really much to be proud of. I mean, it's really on the level of Sega's sound editing, but hey, it's a step up. We're coming to the end of the part, actually. That's pretty good, because I'm running out of stuff to talk about. By the way, what a fucking legendary gentleman you are, Harry Mason. Even though you're just a regular old human, you're still willing to protect Lisa, in spite of the fact that you have somewhat failed to reassure her because he said that, "I'll do my best," which doesn't really fill her with much hope, but hey man, he's a fucking legend, and you should respect that.
Harry?
All hail Harry Mason, the demon slayer extraordinaire. In fact, he's probably the reason that... Actually, I'll save it for the next part. You'll find out what I say next time. I'm Scully, keep it new metal, and wait for the next part of Silent Hill. See ya!